All right, guys. So this is going to be like I think the first video where I'm not explicitly talking about movies. So this is going to be more similar to like my TikTok account. I just talk about whatever the fuck. So I came across this absolutely hilarious TikTok account. Sorry, this I don't know. Some focus thing on my phone or whatever. I can adjust the brightness or whatever. It's weird and it's pissing me off, but I've got to fix now. Sorry. This account on TikTok, and I got introduced to this account because on somebody on the on TikTok made a video, and it was this like white liberal woman. And yes, the fact that I'm mentioning race will be important to this video, but yeah, she was. It was this white one responding to this black woman talking about, okay, well, I personally think there's too many queer people in the movies nowadays and the TV shows. Like, why is it that in every single thing that we see, there's like gay people and trans people and stuff? It was crazy. And the white woman was like, okay, so I'm gonna take what you said and apply it to something else, and so you can see how ridiculous you sound, right? And she was saying like, why are there black people? Why is there's too many black people in the movies now, right? That's what she was doing, right? And I was like, yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, I agree. I agree completely with what this white woman is saying, right? And generally, I don't fuck with white liberals too much. But sometimes you guys are on the ball. Okay, this is one of those times. So I'm like, let me check out this lady's account, and I did a deep dive. I shouldn't have. Okay, I probably gave reviews or whatever, but I was scrolling through all of these videos, and I'm just astounded. And I'm not gonna censor myself for this, but I'm astounded at the coonery on display. I mean, Jesus Christ, she's saying all of the conservative talking points, and not specifically just conservative talking points, black conservative talking points too. I just saw this video by Pillboy, right? On Yeah, Pillboy's a great YouTube channel. He's amazing. Okay. He's made several videos that I just find like so good, so good, pertaining both to black people, culture wars, and genuine policies and shit like that, which is what a lot of his last video, the price of self-respect, is talking about. So I'm gonna definitely link that shit in the description. That is a video you should watch. So instead of watching me, no, I'm just playing. Please watch my shit, comment on it, say words, say things. I want to hear what people have to say, because usually I don't get that very many comments or likes either. But I say I upload this partially because I like saying what I want. I like talking. Okay, I like talking about things. I talk to myself a lot because I don't really. Because before I started this channel, I didn't really have an audience. But even then, I had a thing where I was like envisioning myself on YouTube, right? So it was like I'd talk to myself and I kind of pretend I had a YouTube audience. And I know this sounds crazy, but well, now it's not crazy because I have you guys. So yeah, no, I just I really don't get how some black people just go through life believing all the wrong stuff, just wrong shit. It's just so wrong. There's one video where she was telling black people what to do in case they got pulled over by a police officer, as if we don't know what to do, because they say do this thing, and then when you do it, they shoot you, or they escalate the situation. And it's like, it's crazy. And then there's so many videos on her channel about the passing of Charlie Kirk. Well, not the passing, the assassination, but again, it's another racist being killed, right? And by somebody who's on his side of the political. I don't like saying side of the political spectrum because it doesn't make any fucking sense. Are there really sides on the spectrum? That part of the political spectrum, right? Someone over on that aisle. And then people want to say, "Oh, actually, no, this guy wasn't um on the left because he had a trans girlfriend or whatever." And like, oh my fucking god, do you not understand how like the personal and political both intertwine and fucking go wherever? Do you know how many like shithead conservative men have wives of color or secretly are gay? You know, it's truly insane. And then what's next? Uh, she was also doing and this is pertaining specifically to black people now. Um, the whole. I'm just looking at my cut. Sorry, guys. You know, that could be something else I talk about barbers and shit. But this this lady was saying she's saying all the bullshit. You gotta black people get in our own way. If it wasn't for black on black crime, we wouldn't be dealing with these problems. Um, all this stupid shit about black people that ignores the systemic barriers that this country has put in place against us. And she even outwardly mocks the idea that systemic racism exists. You know, it's it's stupid shit. It's misogynistic. It's racist. Um, she attacks people who give a shit about what's happening to the people in Gaza and makes it seem like that anybody who gives a fuck about those kids in Gaza don't care about what's going on over here, which is so insane. No, it's like it's genuinely so fucking weird. But then there's also her making it seem like people who criticize Trump don't have anything to say about Biden or Obama. I think she's talking specifically to Democrats here, but she makes it seem like Democrats are on the radical left, which if you know anything about the Democratic Party, you know that over time, over these past, especially decade or something, they've been moving further right. So maybe what 2000s, 1990s, maybe center left. Okay, but as we've been going on, they've been moving center right. Don't forget what Joe Biden was known for before his VP with Obama was the mass incarceration that he helped put into place for drug offenses. Before it was oh Biden, I love Joe Biden. It was mass incarceration Joe. So I don't know why she's pretending like people like Joe Biden. I used to like Joe Biden when I was a somewhat uneducated Democrat. I had weird politics back in like the very early 20s, like this decade. I had weird politics, dude. I was like conservative, but I still wanted Joe Biden to win. I think because I wasn't actually thinking for myself, I wasn't actually looking at stuff. I wasn't actually, reading stuff. I think I was just going. Well, yeah, I mean, I still go off of YouTube videos and stuff and like articles and stuff, but like I was watching conservative YouTubers. I was watching like anti woke shit, and I was just laughing because the whole thing was you were cringing at these people who were being different from you, but like not in a way that's acceptable. That's the cold cringe compilation stuff. Look, it was just an excuse to laugh at queer and neurodivergent people. That's like the whole thing. Um, maybe I don't know. I think I want to make another video about movies maybe this weekend. I don't know. Because I do want to talk about the Tarantino and Paul Dano situation, otherwise known as um Kendrick versus Drake for white cinephiles. So yeah, I think I'll make something about that eventually. I don't know. I was planning on writing reviews for a lot of movies. I still haven't written anything for Black Klansman. Um, I watched A Streetcar Named Desire. Actually, again, it's my second time watching it. That movie is great. It's great. I don't. It's just like so cutting. It's a brutal movie to watch, and it's genuinely intense, which I think is really great for a movie from 1951. This movie is 76. No, no, not 76, 74. My math was off. This movie is like 73, 74 years old, and it manages to be so like just so intense. Okay, whenever Marlon Brando is on screen, I fear for what is going to happen because like that dude, Stanley Kowalski, the character he's playing, is a man driven almost entirely by anger. Um, at, at the very least, anger governs a lot of his decisions. So yeah. Um, I don't know. I guess, guys, and this is specifically for the few black people who watch my stuff. Don't be coons. Don't go through life cooning it up. You know. And I don't care if YouTube tries to get this video deleted because I'll save the video on my phone, so I'll always have it. But don't be a coon. Don't don't coon it up. Generally, I don't really watch my videos. If I'm being honest, I like make them. I have fun making them, then I upload them. So I don't know what the actual, for the most part, I don't know what the actual product of me making videos is like. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll watch one of my videos. But guys, don't. That's one thing I learned. Don't be coons. Don't be coons. Conservatism conservatism is stupid and dumb in my political opinion. And think about policies. We have to think about policies. You have to go out and actually do stuff. I don't really do that much stuff, but I guess my excuse right now is I'm in high school. So I mean, I can still organize protests or whatever. I could do that. I should do that. Um, but don't just sit on your phones and say stuff. Also, don't ignore policies. I feel like another thing is in leftist spaces, people ignore policy talk or economic talk in favor of cultural shit, you know? Like, oh, this actor said that they were a Zionist or whatever. And it's like, that's great. But, like, what does this have to do with, shit that's actually going on? I'm not saying like Zionism and stuff isn't bad or whatever, and it's not actively helping a genocide go on. But one, that's not the only genocide that's going on right now. It's also the one in Sudan, the Congo, just terrible shit. And we have all this stuff that's going on here. There's just so much. There's so much, and we can't just limit ourselves to basically gossip talk with a light dusting of leftism. We can't. It doesn't behoove us to do that. Um, I don't know what it is about this. I don't like my shirt in this video for some reason. Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't behoove ourselves to do something like that. But yeah, I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to say. Um, yeah.